Hey y'all, come on in here. Family, friends, it's time for grandstanding with Mother Teresa. Call your friends, text your friends, tell them Mother Teresa is on. Come on, y'all. Let's get some more people in this live grandstanding with Mother Teresa. Music in the meantime by TJ Culpepper. All right, everybody. Listen, I hope you enjoyed that music that was In the Meantime by TJ Culpepper. I know if you're like me, that sounds so very good. Listen, if you all need some music, if you need jingles for if you're a YouTube or Facebook small content creator and you're looking for your own jingle that is yours, that you have paid for, you own it outright, get in contact with TJ Culpepper. He will do you right. All right, how's everybody on tonight? Listen, if I sound like I'm excited, I am. I am because guess what? If you were in the Houston area or the surrounding areas, you were probably like me. You had a snow day. You had a snow day on today. And let me just tell you, it wasn't just any little snow day. For Houston, we had in Baytown, I think I just saw on the news where we had 5.5 inches of snow. Y'all, that is major. That is major. And it was so beautiful, so very beautiful. I got out there in it this morning and I went out while it was still snowing. And let me just tell you, to be able to just sit there and watch the flakes just fall, it was absolutely beautiful, y'all. Absolutely beautiful. So I hope you had an opportunity. If you had snow on today, tell me in the chats, what did you all do with this snow on today? How did you enjoy your snow day? And so I am going to go to I'm going to log in on Facebook on my iPad so I can actually see what you all are telling me. So what did you all do today? What did you all do on your snow day? I would love to know. Put it in the chat. If anybody wants to join me online, let me know, and you can come online and you can actually tell me what you did today on your snow day. Listen, when we were kids, when we were in school, there was nothing like a snow day. And I just really don't remember. You all, if Mama is on here, Mama, you let me know. But I just don't remember very many snow days that we had in Nacogdoches. I just don't remember being out of school. I don't remember having a snow day. Maybe I'm just 61 years old and I just don't remember. But I don't recall having snow days. So y'all help me out in the comments. Let me know if you all had snow days. Now, hello there, Miracle. I can actually finally see who's online. I see Miracle, I see Ned, I see Boris, and two other people are watching with me. I can't see who they are, but whoever you are, thank you all so very much for joining me on tonight. So listen, if you had snow on today, tell me what y'all did. And if you didn't, just tell me in the chat how your day has been. Listen, I'm excited about this snow. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that for a little bit. You know, hello there, Mama. Hello there, Tina. Tina, did you all have snow on today? I already talked to Mama and she told me that she had very little snow on today. I know Ned had snow. Miracle, did you all have snow? I know, honey, we had snow. Honey said, call a friend, tell a friend, even make a friend. Honey said, just get them on here so they can watch it on tonight. Listen, you all, I talked a little bit. I did a live on today on YouTube. And for those of you all that are not subscribers for me on YouTube, get on over there on YouTube and become a subscriber. I would love to have you all as a subscriber over there as well. What I am trying to do, I'm trying to build my channel, you all, and I need subscribers. I need subscribers that's going to listen and really support me over there. No, ma'am, we had flurries. Okay, Miracle. Well, Miracle. And Tina said no snow for them either. Listen, you all, we had lots of snow. But going back to what I was saying, get over there on YouTube. I have lots of things over on YouTube that you will not find on Facebook. So, excuse me. Go over there and become a subscriber. Or either just go over there and check and see what some of the things that I have. So on today, let me just tell you all about this snow. First of all, I think it probably started overnight. But when I woke up this morning and I went outside, yes, it did start last night because before I went to bed, I was telling my husband that the streets were white outside. The streets were actually white. But when I woke up this morning, not only were the streets covered with snow, and I'm not talking about just a little bit of snow. You all can see the excitement. It wasn't just a little bit of snow. It was a lot of snow. Not only was it snow in the streets, but it was snow all over my front yard, all over my backyard, my side yard, up and down the street. Hello there, Kenyon. I know Kenyon had snow on today as well. The snow was everywhere. It was everywhere, and it just looked like a winter wonderland. I've often said that I would absolutely love to have a white Christmas. And so my goal was always to travel to Colorado for Christmas and rent a cabin and just have a white Christmas. Now, let me just tell you, we finally made it to California. Not California, but Colorado. But we went during the summertime. And let me just tell you, why do I keep saying California? Honey, maybe we need to go to California. I know that's where you were wanting to go. But Colorado was absolutely beautiful. And we look at the snow that we have here, and I compare it to the snow that we saw when we were in Colorado, but it was up on those mountains. When you hear people talk about snow-capped mountains, that's exactly what we saw. The mountains were, first of all, they're mountains, so they're huge, they're majestic, they were beautiful. But the snow on those mountains, just absolutely amazing. But the snow that we had in the Houston and the Baytown and the surrounding areas, now, this is the first time that I think since we've been here that maybe we've seen snow like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, honey, but it was 5.5 inches of snow. It was amazing. It covered, like I said, it covered everything. And then to watch my son, Will, who's 20 years old, get out there in that snow and just go and just jump. Not face first, but just kind of slid on his back like he was jumping on a trampoline. And I was just thinking, son, I know that had to have to hurt. But he said no. And it must not have, because he did it several times. But anyway, and then to see my grandkids, the net sent me videos, or TJ, somebody sent me videos of them outside. TJ built him a little friend, Terrence. He built him a snowman with the WWE belt, wrestling belt on it, and also the little ones got out. The little ones got out. I saw videos. Hello there, Sister Sherry. I saw Sister Sherry. You were in the sun, in the snow as well. So the little ones got out and they enjoyed the snow. And Avi was telling me, Mommy, it's snowing. It's snowing. So this is probably the first time that they have ever seen snow. And it's just a joyous occasion. Teddy did a video. He was out walking in the snow as well. So let me just tell you, when we think about life, when we think about the things that I often talk about, of the things that we cherish, this is a day that I'm quite sure so many people will definitely cherish, because we don't get snow very often. And coming from Nacogdoches, we didn't get snow very often there. So anytime that I see snow, I'm excited about it. I'm definitely excited about it. And so should you all. Unless you come from a place, come from a city that you had snow all the time, and it doesn't really mean as much to you as a Texan. Today was a good day. We saw lots of videos of people that were in Houston who had made makeshift sleds. Now, we did see somebody with a true sled, but they were making makeshift sleds and sliding in the snow. I think Boris told me that he saw, or somebody told me that they saw somebody come through our neighborhood. Hello there, Corey. Somebody came through the neighborhood and they were on a sled. So let me just tell you, again, there are so many things that when life gives you a surprise like this, we cherish it and we get excited about it. I know I'm probably at level 10, or probably level from 1 to 10, probably level 10 talking about this, because I'm so excited about the snow. But let me just also ask you all, what else has been going on with you all? It is the month of January. We have I thoroughly enjoyed the beautiful snow. God's creation is simply amazing. It absolutely is, Sister Sherry. And so when we have these moments, we just relish in it. And I know, again, I'm going to say it again, it may seem like I'm really, really excited about it, and I really, really am. It is cold. We have our heater on, but you notice I have on a beanie today. This is what I had on earlier, and it just feels good to my head to wear it. So so I've kept it on. Matter of fact, I've had it on all day long, and it just feels good. It's cold outside, you all. And for us that are in the Houston area, it's supposed to get even colder. It's supposed to, I think, freeze tonight. I don't watch the news that often. I say my husband will tell me whatever he needs me to know. And I definitely depend upon him to let me know what's going on. But it's supposed to get really, really cold tonight, you all. We still have a lot of snow outside. It did not melt. Some of it did, but it didn't melt. So we're going to have to be very careful outside. Hopefully no one is trying to travel or get out and go anywhere in these temperatures and everything. Hopefully you are staying put on the inside. But I am so glad to have my nephew Corey joining us on tonight. Corey, what's been going on? How have you been doing, nephew? I know you got those 2 beautiful babies that you are taking care of, but tell me what's going on, Corey. Put something in the chat and let me know how everything is going. You all, life is just, people say life is lifing, and that is so true. And when I think about all of the great things that God has done for us and allowed us to experience, I can't help but to be grateful. I can't help but to be thankful. I was having a conversation with someone, and we were just talking about our life experiences. And let me just tell you, life can give you some unexpected or some expected or intentional things that you have to go through. And again, I want to tell you that you got to go through them, okay? So many times, thank you for the hearts. I can't see who's giving them to me. Maybe it was Tina. I'm not sure. But listen, life can give you some things that sometimes can knock you off your feet. But let me tell you, you may get knocked off of your feet, but I guarantee you, if you get back up and stand up, and not only stand up, but stand up and just root and ground yourself in the surface or the foundation that you're standing on. Because let me just tell you, Sometimes we forget about the foundation. We forget about the foundation that we have built on. We forget about all of the things that have made us who we are. We forget about those things that we have learned in Sunday school, that we've learned by hearing sermon after sermon after sermon after sermon. We forgot about some of those things that our mothers and our dads have taught us, that our grandparents, that our uncles and our aunts. I was just looking at a picture on my phone just a few minutes ago, and it was a picture of my Big Daddy, Mr. Elroy Stearns Sr., my grandmother, Odell Stearns, my great-great-grandmother, which was Ida Mae Hunt Stearns, and then my uncle, I think it was Uncle Jack, and it may have been another uncle. I can't remember who that other uncle was, but it was a picture of my grandparents and great-grandmother. And I was telling my son, Will, a little bit about them. And I was like, these were some amazing, amazing people. Some amazing people. Some things that I learned so much from. And I tell you, I miss them dearly. But that is my foundation. Those are the people that have given me some things that is a part of my foundation. So when I think about the foundation that I stand on, the foundation that I can build upon, it's going back to those ancestors and my mother and the things that she taught me. And not only just my, just family members, but there are other people that have taught us certain things. I think about the people, hey there, Kaina. I think about the people that were in our community, Miss Mabel. Miss Mabel was an elderly neighbor who did not have children of her own. At least I don't think she did. But Miss Mabel was more like a grandmother. She was a person that we could go downstairs and we could spend some time with. And she was always like a grandmother to the people who would come in. And so, but we would go down and we would help her out with doing, housework and different things. I was trying to fix my clothes. It looked like it's a little bit whatever. But we would go downstairs and we would help her, do different things, help her in the kitchen, maybe just whatever she needed, housework. But we would also, at least I would, and I know some of my siblings would, we would go down there and just listen to her. When I talk about the people in my neighborhood, the elderly people in my neighborhood that I listened to, Miss Mabel was one of those people. And I listened to her as a little girl, not really fully understanding everything that she was talking about. But I knew that it was a thing that I needed to do. I needed to sit and listen. And little did I know that part of what she was teaching me was the foundation which I'm talking about now. So when life gives you lemonade, when life knocks you down, so to speak, think about the foundation that you have built everything about you on. We have our own values. We have our own morals. We have the things that make us who we are, our beliefs, our spirituality, all of those things that make us who we are. And so when I say all of that, that is your foundation. So listen, when you get tossed to and fro, when you get knocked down, remember your foundation. Remember the things that you have been taught. Because if you remember the things that you have been taught, and one of the things that the basis of my foundation is the Word of God. And I'm looking right here at my study Bible that I use when I am doing my devotions and everything. But that Word, you can stand on the Word. Everything that you need, you all. When I talk about grandstanding, I'm grandstanding right now because I'm telling you all about the grand things, not only in my life and in your life, but I'm telling you how to grandstand. And how to grandstand, that means you stand on the things that helps to keep you standing up, so to speak. And that's your foundation. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I guess I do, because I know that everything that I feel like that I share is God-given. I don't want to say anything or share anything that I don't feel like it's going to be helpful to somebody. So if you're facing a situation right now, if you're going through something right now, if you've just come out of something right now, I'm so grateful that you did. But if you're in the middle of something right now, y'all, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't just throw your hands up and say, I can't do this anymore. Don't just say, I've had enough of this. And now let me just tell you, if you've got enough of it, if you've had enough of it, and if you're ready to walk away, make sure you've got a plan, okay? Don't just walk away from something without a plan. If you're in the middle of something, go back and reassess that thing and see how you can get out of it. Because the word of God tells us that he gives us a way of escape. Whenever there is something that's going on in your life, go back to that word, go back to that foundation and see what you need to get so it can help you make it through. Because let me just tell you, quitting is not an option, y'all. Quitting is not an option. Giving up is not an option. We have too many people depending on us for us to give up and for us to quit. So if you're thinking about quitting, Sister Henderson told us a long time ago. She said, tie a knot in that rope and hang on. Sometimes we may need to tie 2 knots in this rope and hang on, but quitting is not an option. Donnie McClurkin has a song that says, stand. And after all that you've done, you need to just keep standing, okay? Because sometimes that, it's just hard to stand. And I think about it from a physical sense. Since I've been diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis, it is difficult for me to stand for long periods of time. And a lot of times I may have a flare-up, and those flares are so bad that, I just have to sit and let it just kind of pass. And it may take more than a day, and I thank God for the work that I do, that if I'm having a flare, I can stay at home, or I can come home and go back the next day or whenever. But sometimes it makes it difficult for me to stand. But when it becomes so difficult for me to stand, guess what I have sometimes, you all? I have a support. And that support is a cane. It's a walking cane. All right? So that's my support for the physical side of things, that I have a cane that I can use when it gets too bad and I can barely stand. But when it's other things, when what I'm talking about, you need to go back to your foundation. Tina, you need to go back to whatever has been put in you to tell you that you have to stand. You have to get through this. And let me just tell you, one of the things that I do know is that when you are going through a test, when you are going through a trial, when you are going through something, when you feel like your back is up against the wall, sometimes you're not going to be able to see your way out of it. And that's fine, because let me just tell you, our vision is narrow. But I guarantee you, if you trust God, if you trust God with it, talk to God just like I'm talking to you, and ask God, God, what do you need me to do? I need some clarity. I need you to clarify what I am, what's going on with me right now. I need you to clarify it. I need you to tell me what to do. And then you wait for God's answer, okay? You wait for God's answer. A lot of times the things that gets us in trouble is that, first of all, we don't consult God. We don't ask him to order our steps. We just jump out there and we just do something because it looks good, feels good, tastes good, all of that, sounds good, whatever. And we just jump out there and we do things on our own, and we don't consult God. And what normally happens is a mess, okay? Sometimes it's a mess that we can get ourselves out of, and sometimes you just got to deal with that mess. You got to sit in it for a while. It's just like when you jump out there and you make a decision to buy a car that is a lemon. it's not so easy to get rid of that car. Sometimes you have to keep driving that car. You've got to keep putting money into that car. You've got to keep getting things fixed on that car. You've got to keep going because, first of all, more than likely you're upside down on it, okay? And if for you all that know what I mean, upside down, that means you owe more than what the car is even actually worth. So guess what? You got to keep driving it. You got to keep driving it. You got to keep on making it work. But if you would have consulted God and just say, okay, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. I got something better for you. Just wait till next week, okay? Just wait till next week. You're right, Ned. Ask God to order your steps. And when you ask God to order your steps, wait for the answer, then do what God tells you to do, okay? And let me just tell you, there is a feeling that you will have, that you will know when God has answered your prayer. There is a feeling, there's a sense of peace. There is a sense of release. There is a sense of just kind of knowing that God has answered your prayer. So when you get that sense that he has answered your prayer, then you can move forward. Okay, then you can move forward. But again, sometimes we're moving too fast. Sometimes we're moving too fast. We get in a hurry. We get excited. We think, oh, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting on. And sometimes that's not it. Sometimes that is not it. God answers us with a yes, with a no, and with a sometimes it's no answer, and that's a delay. So when you don't get anything, you don't get a answer to your prayer, God maybe is saying, I'm gonna put you on delay or not yet. Okay, I'm gonna make you wait on wait on it for a little while. Just kind of wait right there. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Just sit still. Thank you, Sister Sherry. Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate it. So you sit still and you wait. Okay, you wait, you wait, you wait. And sometimes people can be in your ear and they can be telling you all these good things and they can be saying, come on, this is it. I know this is it. God, gave it to me. Well, sometimes when God gives it to them, it's for them. It's not for you. It's for them. So they need to do it and let you wait on God's answer. All right. Listen, all I know is what I know. And all I can tell you and share with you is some of the experiences that God has given me. And God has given me many, many opportunities that I have had to trust him. I've had to ask him to clarify some things for me. I've had to ask him, God, is this for me and my husband, my household, or do I need to leave that alone? And a lot of times when I left it alone, I may think about it a little bit, but then I realize and find out, oh, something went wrong with that. I'm glad I did get myself involved in that. I'm glad I left it alone. But see, this is what I was talking about maybe the last video, when I said we're like this. We have tunnel vision. This is what we can see. Okay, we may be able to see, kind of the things that are on the side of us, but God sees it, he sees the entire picture. He knows our end. He already knows. Listen, there is nothing new under the sun. So there is nothing new that God does not know how to handle. He does not have an answer to it. And the answers have really already been determined. We just have to walk in his will. Listen, you all, I have enjoyed grandstanding with you all tonight. I know I am actually it's exactly 7:30. I guess I felt like I was going a little bit longer than I normally do, but I hope that I have said something to you all on tonight that will make you think about maybe some things that's going on in your life right now, or if this is not for you, then share it with somebody else. Because one thing that I do know is that everybody is going through something. Either they're going through it right now or they've coming out of it, okay? I think the preachers used to say either you're going through or you just came out, okay? Or, are you waiting to go through some things? So with all of that being said, y'all, we all in this thing together. We're all in this thing together. So we have to be helpers one to another. And when you see your brother and sister going through some things, you all, don't talk about them. Don't talk about them, because let me just tell you what they really need you to do. They really need you to pray for them. They really need you to call their name. They really need you to go before the throne of God on their behalf. Because sometimes, you all, we can get into a state where we can't even pray for ourselves. We can get into a state where we are so defeated, y'all. We can feel like we're so defeated. And we can't even pray for ourselves. I talk about sometimes things can happen in your life that can knock you off of your feet. Thank you, Ned. That can knock you off of your feet. You don't even know that it's coming. Or you have a sense that it's coming, but you think, no, that's not going to end up that way. It can just knock you off your feet. And it takes you a little while to kind of get it. Hey, there's May. I'm so glad you're on here with me on tonight. It can cause you to have to really sit down and sit back and just kind of reevaluate some things. And it really just makes you just kind of like, I didn't see that coming. But God, what is it that you want me to learn from this? What do I need to learn from this? What do I need to get from this? And it may not be directly happening to you, but it's someone that's so close to you. And so, but you question so many things and say, God, how can I, first of all, how can I be a support to the person that's going through? But then also, God, what do I need to learn from this? What do you want me to get from this? How can I be a support? How can I do, just how can I be? Okay? How can I just be? And sometimes, you all, we have a hard time with just being. We can get so busy in this life, and life throws a lot of different things at you. And you can be so busy doing this and so busy doing that. And when we think about how to just be still, how to just sit so you can just be in a place where you can hear God talking to you, where not only you can hear God talking to you, but you can hear your own inner thoughts. Okay? Sometimes we're so busy and we hear so much noise. There's so much noise in our lives that we cannot hear our own thoughts, our own things that's going on in our head. That's pretty heavy, y'all. That is pretty heavy. When's the last time that you actually sit within yourself? That may sound weird, but I mean, just sit, not having a device in your hand, not reading a book, not watching television, not doing anything, but just sitting with yourself and just listening to what's in your mind. What are the thoughts that's racing through your mind? What are the things that I was telling my daughter the other day when I was doing my devotion? And it was like, what are some of the things that's you're thinking about, or something, or something? I can't even remember what it stated. But I told her as I was writing it down, I said, it's too much to even name. It's too much. And sometimes, you all, we get to that point where it is so much that is clouding our mind. That's right, Sister Sherry. Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes we just got to be still, y'all. We just got to be still. And when I talk about being still, I'm seriously talking about being still and listening to not only to the voice of God, but also listening to those things, to just sit within yourself. I got you, Ned, to just sit within yourself. And you might be surprised at the things that yourself tells you. So y'all sit within that. Y'all sit in that, okay? And I hope that you all have enjoyed grandstanding on tonight. I know it may seem like I'm leaving you all with a heavy, heavy topic, but that's kind of like some homework I'm giving you all, especially you all that are my regular people. That's some homework for you all. You all learn to sit within yourself, do that for the week. And on next Tuesday, let's come back and let's talk about it. And what we're going to do as you all are sitting and thinking about what I just said, we're going to take you all back out of here with some good music by TJ Culpepper, my theme music in the meantime. And so I hope you enjoy. All right, everybody. Let's see what we can get this playing. Y'all, that's TJ Culpepper. I told y'all if y'all need some good music, that's who you need to call. My honey said, do the work. Do the work. I like that, honey. TJ, if you're listening, thank you, grandson. The title of this theme music is In the Meantime. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you all go, but I'm going to sit here and listen to the rest of this, because not only am I talking to you when I say just sit with yourself, I'm going to sit with myself as well. And as my sister Cynthia would say, good night, grandstanders, and we will see you all on next week. Y'all enjoy your week. Bye-bye.